Okay, Whack 100 said that Kendrick Lamar will not be who he is if Drake never gave him the stage to do it. Now, for those of you that don't know, at the very beginning of Kendrick Lamar's career, Drake was on a world tour and he added Kendrick Lamar to his tour. I don't know if he was the opener or what, but I mean, I guess he had to be, right? He wasn't co-headliner at the time because Kendrick Lamar's name wasn't ringing like that, but Drake allowed him to get on his tour. So Whack 100 is saying that Kendrick Lamar wouldn't be who he is today without Drake's cosign. Now, we're going to break that down, and then we're going to also break down what this beef did, okay? So first, let's start with with Drake allowing Kendrick on his tour. Now, if you guys are real hip hop heads, we've seen so many people get co-signed by people, and it still doesn't make their career go anywhere. They still have to have talent. They still have to be able to stand on their own. Now, if we look at Kendrick's discography, he's had an amazing discography. I love Drake. I love J. Cole. I love Kendrick. They have all put out different types of music, right? None of them can really get in each other's lane. I'm going to be honest with that. Like, Drake is an amazing melody songwriter. I also think Drake is a decent rapper. I think Drake is a decent rapper. We don't have to put one rapper down to put up the other one. All right? Let's leave it at that. J. Cole is a great rapper. He's good at storytelling. That's his jam. Kendrick, man, I don't want to be biased. But Kendrick, I just love how he's animated. I love that he's a storyteller. I love that he can make songs for us women. I love that, I don't know, it just feels like I'm there when he's making a track. It does. And when I went to his concert, it was like going to a play. Like, I actually felt like I underpaid for his concert. That's how good it was. So anyways, I say all that to say, I think that it was amazing what Drake did at the very beginning of Kendrick Lamar's career. But I would say with TDE as a label, they have always been able to develop their artists in a way that I haven't seen done with other labels. Like, they have SZA, they have Doechii. Y'all see what Doechii doing right now. Y'all see what SZA has done. They are able to really take stars and just, you know? So I don't think they did anything different with Kendrick Lamar. They developed him, you know? And I think they also gave Kendrick creative control, if you ask me. The only reason Kendrick left, and I think people have a misconception, but if you listen to a lot of his music, even like on his newest project, he said Black Hippie didn't work because of him. The only thing that he was really lacking is the business aspect of everything. Like, literally, he's basically like, my life can't just be rap. Like, I need to invest into myself. Like, I need to invest back into myself. I need to, I think that's where the birth of PG Lane came from. And y'all know that is co-owned by Dave Free, which is his manager. So I think that's dope. So I don't think that Drake is responsible for Kendrick being as as respected as he is. Because if Kendrick wasn't talented, no matter what Drake said, we wouldn't care about who Kendrick Lamar was. Do we still care about Young Buck? Huh? Didn't 50 Cent co-sign him? Do we still care about Lloyd Banks? Huh? Didn't 50 Cent co-sign him? Okay. We don't care. I mean, even like, that's not a good example. I don't have any more examples right now. Listen, it's like 10 at night, so, and I'm half sick. Now, second part of this, do I think that Drake is the reason Kendrick Lamar's album sales is amazing? This is what I honestly think. And y'all tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. I think that, yes, the beef did bring attention to both of them in different ways. Because now we wanted to see them compete. That's what we want to see. As hip-hop heads, we want to see two giants in the industry. Two giants in hip-hop. Pop, whatever you want to call it. We want to see them go head to head. Because as everybody say, That's a part of the hip hop culture, is to battle. Okay? So those two people agreed to battle. So now, since they're battling with their different styles, we're excited as the consumer to hear them battle. All right? So automatically, if you don't like Drake, you're still going to listen to him to see what he said to Kendrick. And if you don't like Kendrick, you're still going to listen to him if you don't like him. You know what I mean? Just to see what he said to Drake. I think what the thing was with this beef, I think it inflated both of themselves. Because as consumers, we want to hear. And I will say that I feel like with the angles that they took, it made it so exciting that, of course, the winner is going to get way more accolades. We already deemed the winner as Kendrick. We all know that. I don't care what nobody say. We all deem Kendrick as the winner. When a person wins something, automatically the price goes up. Y'all know that. Come on. Kai won Streamer of the Year. Y'all don't think his price went up? All right. So automatically the price is going to go up. Kendrick Lamar's album came out after this beef. That he won, rightfully so. That he worked hard to win. And I think a lot of people take out that part. He was very strategic. His rhymes were very dope and crisp, okay? He did some storytelling. He did some soul searching. We cannot forget about what this man put out, because if he would have lost, y'all think these albums, like, regardless if he battled Drake, if he would have lost, would his album sales go up? No. This is how it works. The winner always does better, and the loser doesn't. Except with Pusha and Drake. Okay. That wasn't the case with Pusha and Drake. Y'all know exactly why. People like to pretend, oh, no, it didn't happen because Pusha was not as big of a star as Drake. So that didn't hurt him as much. The biggest piece of that hurt him with Pusha T was when Pusha T mentioned Adonis. And he exposed that man had a son to the world. That was his biggest mess up. But as far as like the damage that Kendrick has done to Drake, I don't know. I just feel like Drake is even moving a little bit different. And here's the thing. I keep seeing people say, Drake is done, Drake is done. Honestly, I'm not going to be biased. I don't believe Drake is done. Because he still has his own lane in the industry. We're not going to pretend like he doesn't. I'm just sorry. I love Kendrick Lamar. I'll honestly say I'm more of a Kendrick Lamar fan. I'm more of his target audience than Drake. But I'm not going to be biased. Drake has his own audience, you know? Kendrick has his own audience. I don't see no, they all have their own audiences, and I think it's okay for two people to win at one time. But what I do think Drake messed up on is doing that lawsuit. I don't think that was like a very good idea. I don't know. It's like me trying to sue my job. You know, I don't expect that to go over well. They're going to be trying to pull out everything. So I do think that might have been somewhat of a misstep, but Drake is rich, and I'm pretty sure he got all the people around him that he need around him. I'm pretty sure he's talked to people, and they advised him to do this. So I don't really know how that's going to go. I mean, I don't really like talking legal stuff because I don't know much about it, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I do. But obviously he had to see good reasoning behind it, but I personally, in my humble opinion, I don't think it was a good idea, but obviously he does. But yeah, Kendrick won fair and square, and we cannot give all the credit to Drake for what Kendrick has done. Yes, I think it was nice of Drake to put him on tour. But if Kendrick sucked and didn't have any talent, will we still care about Kendrick Lamar? And the answer is no. He had to have the talent and the drive. All right? So I think when we say things like, oh, Drake put him on, we still got to go back and remember to appreciate the artist. Because that's exactly what Kendrick is. Kendrick still have to work to get where he is. It's not like he had a Drake stimulus package. Okay? All right. Because the thing is, without that beef, Kendrick was doing numbers. I don't know if y'all know, but that Big Steppers tour, although y'all ain't like the album, I loved it. I think a lot of y'all need to heal. That's why y'all ain't like that album. But that Big Steppers tour was one of the highest selling hip hop tours that year. I don't know if y'all know that, but I mean, go check his stats. Check his stats before Drake. He was that guy. It still is that guy. It will always be that guy. Y'all remember that. Bye.